Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about how we need to start delivering consequence to those who commit transgressions against us. Before my awakening, I was completely unable to feel anger. That emotion didn't exist. And after it, something happened that I immediately accept anger and then I express it without thinking about it. And it has always proven to be exactly what I needed in order to defend myself. Why are many of us, at least empathic people, taught to turn the other cheek instead of delivering consequence to the transgressor? Look, all my life I was made to think or to that anger was not a good thing to express. And not only that, but I was told to, tell a superior or turn the other cheek, ignore it, but taking that advice hurt me a lot. More than it helped me. In fact, it never helped me at all. So when the first instant, the strongest evidence that I have for this is something that happened to me when I was in grade school. I think I was like third grade, in Mexicali. And a classmate called me a pinche joto, which is like, it's fucking faggot, in Spanish. And then I told the teacher. And the teacher asked me, well, are you a fucking faggot? So that of course, me being a kid and knowing that was a negative thing to be, I said no. And then he said, well, then don't worry about it. What was I supposed to do after that? In fact, I did continue to be called a fucking faggot for a long time in Mexicali. So then, after my awakening, I decided, well, I have to defend myself. And after my awakening, something happened in my brain that allowed me to. Like, anger was able to be expressed. And in fact, today something happened that actually led me to talk about this topic today. So the first encounter with this flying monkey was a couple of about 90 days ago, like 90 something days. So I caught this guy recording me with his phone at the gym. Uh, when I was going through it, like I had been a couple of days without any sleep, and I looked like shit. And this guy was joyfully recording me. So then after that, I learned that I had to be watchful of this guy. So then, like weeks later, I was at the gym with my bag, and then I put my phone in my bag, but I left my bag open. I was then using a machine, so then I went and put a plate away. But then something told me to turn around. And when I turned around, I looked straight at my backpack and I saw the flying monkey um, pulling his hand out of my backpack in an intent, or pulling his hand out of my backpack and immediately after grabbing a plate and putting it away as if he was helping me to put away the plates that I was using. And he smiled at me. So it was obvious what he was trying to do. It was super obvious. So then, I didn't say anything, but I kept being very watchful. So then I went on Facebook, and then I published what happened to me, and I put that if I should post a picture of the thief, and well, people said yeah, and that we deserve to know who's the fucking thief. And I was like, fuck it, I have to express some of the narcissistic traits. So I went ahead and I covertly recorded a video of this guy, and then I put it in my stories and on Facebook and on Instagram with like a sticker of a little thief. And then I put, this is the fucking thief, watch for this guy, caught this guy trying to sticking his hand inside my backpack in an intent to steal my phone. And then, well, the next day is when the gang stalking started. So then, well, do you know how gang stalking is supposed to ruin your life? With me, gang stalking had the complete opposite effect. I have been using it as motivation to keep me out of trouble, to get rid of my weak spots, so that gang stalkers have no entry point in my life, making myself bulletproof against gang stalkers, or as bulletproof as I can get. So then, I have gotten a lot better, since gang stalking started. It has actually been the best thing that has happened to me. Like, yes, kept me off from drugs. Yes, kept me working. I work every single day now. I'm always, I'm eating better. It has had the complete opposite effect than what it's intended to have. Like, my life is so much better because of it. So if any gang stalker is watching this, thank you. It is because of you that I have been able to improve so much. I love you. Anyways, that aside, today in the locker rooms, I saw the thief flying monkey. And he looked at me, and it was very clear to me that he noticed that I looked a lot better since the last time he saw me that close. And I swear to God, he got red, boom, in like a split of a second. You could just almost see the pressure building up. It's almost like if steam came out of his ears. Like, he got so red it was caricaturesque. It was delicious to me, and it gave me so much happiness, because because he wants me to fail, but I'm not gonna give him that pleasure. I'm not gonna give anyone that fucking pleasure. Fuck no. And this guy is someone who, I don't know why, is someone that I have never seen or heard in my life in any way, shape, or form is so emotionally invested in my failure. You know what I mean? But anyways, we should start delivering consequence. Why the fuck are we taught to put the other cheek or tell superior, tell a teacher? That is not gonna do shit. These people are organized, and if one attacks back, then we're labeled assholes or unfair or whatever, and the fucking transgressor never gets what he deserves. And I'm fucking tired of it, We need to expose what these people truly are. Wrong. They are people who are in the wrong. So yes, if there is an empath there, recovering from narcissistic abuse, and needs to get back at the narcissist, I'm there to fucking help. But I mean, of course, I have to know this other person in person, because that narcissists are going to be the first one to take me up on this and play the victim. Fuck. Why can't empaths, be as organized as demons or narcissists or flying monkeys, And it's because we have shit to do. I feel that I'm doing my part by sharing this information and giving my perspective to the world, because I feel that the world needs to see my perspective. Because no one should go through all the shit that I've been through. No one should be called a fucking faggot in 3rd grade and then tell someone who is supposed to protect you and have your back and then just tell you that to fucking deal with it. That is fucking wrong. And no one deserves to be treated like that. So stop telling your kids or you yourself, stop putting the other cheek. You have to deliver consequence to your transgressors. Even if it's a narcissistic way of even if it's a narcissistic thing to do. There is healthy narcissism. And anger is there to protect you. Why do you think anger arises when there is an injustice being committed against you? That is called constructive anger, and it helps you protect yourself from people. And you need to fucking express it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with defending yourself. That is the only way you're gonna tell your transgressors to stop fucking with you. It is the only way you can send that message is by defending yourself and attacking back. Do not give your transgressors the satisfaction of you crying around it, about it. You have to make them fucking pay for what they've done to you. I'm not saying hold a grudge forever. I don't mean that. Even though I personally have a grudge, but you know, in Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature, he recommends to have someone who is your adversary. There you go. Who is your adversary? And you know, I like that idea because you kind of have to practice target shooting. Not literally. Not literally. I don't mean it. I don't mean it like that with guns or anything like that. I mean that you have to keep your anger muscle, you know, you have to work it out. So you have to keep working it out. You have to not let that part of you get rusty because you're gonna be needing it. And when you need it, it needs to be ready. It's like your immune system. You know, to fight germs properly, it needs target practice. Same thing with with any muscle. If you want to be assertive, you have to practice being assertive. And if you want to be able to defend yourself, you have to be able to defend yourself. You have to do it. You just have to fucking go for it, you know. If you have to deliver consequence, you have to practice deliver consequence, you know. I honestly feel like it's healthy to have a mortal enemy and be open, you know, and be watchful for opportunities where you can fucking get back at them. It's, you know, that can come off a little bit too aggressive for most people. I know. And it is. But, you know, well, just in case you're curious, you know, it is my ex-narc, the most recent one, who I consider my mortal enemy, and I'm always going to be watchful for things, for openings. I'm kidding. I'm not watchful for my ex-narcs. Weak spots. Okay, I think that's all I have to say for today. Bye.